So yesterday I finally touched some grass after a little bit. I hadn't done some grounding in a minute, which is super important, especially in this part of my life, because I was starting to feel not real again, which is dangerous. That's not good. Like I just like don't want to end up back in the hospital. 2020 was a crazy year. And with great changes comes great overwhelm, but I'm actually able to handle it this time. But yeah, so I had to do a trade with one of my classmates, do some chakra balancing on one another, and I had been kind of slipping up on just like texting people back, which is I'm doing some freckles by the way, which is not something I want to be known for because I'm trying to be as consistent as possible and not inconvenience others because that's just wrong. But with that being said, they all understand that like this is kind of a lot in my life right now. I've just been going through a lot of changes, new home, new job, just like so much going on. So I know no one's holding it against me, which I'm very grateful for because I do overthink that a little bit and I try to hold myself to sometimes an impossible standard. I do have to often remind myself that I am also human, just like everyone else, and that I don't need to always have a super high standard for myself. And having a high standard probably comes from being rejection sensitive, with the ADHD, because if I'm perfect, how can anyone reject me? During a little coffee break, I stopped at one of my favorite coffee shops on the way home. It's called Sonder. They didn't have any of my Fruit Loop lattes in the can, so this is a vanilla rose one. Gonna try it. So take a first sip. Pretty good. I like it. That shop is in Wendell, by the way. So with all that being said, it is so unrealistic for me to even feel that way because no matter what, no matter how I treat people, there are gonna be some people that just don't fuck with me. And I think I've seen enough of that. But the way I feel is that if you don't like me, that's a you problem. Because I'm so kind to everyone, even people that are mean to me, I try to be as kind as possible. I am more stern and have boundaries now, but I always treat everybody with the same base level of kindness. So if you don't fuck with me, you're just kind of a hater, and that's a you problem. I am getting ready for work tonight. I wish I had a little bit more time, but I ended up sleeping so long, but my body needed it. I am recovering from just like trauma at this point. And my body just was like humming with energy last night. And I wanted to make a video and show what I had done yesterday, which I'll kind of talk about while I'm doing this, but I just had to succumb and just like go to sleep. And I slept from like 1 a.m. on and off until like 2 p.m. today, a little bit, which I did need a lot. Usually I don't let myself sleep like that, but I was just like, I woke up at 6 a.m. at first and I was like, I ate a little something, I ate a little snack, and then I went back to sleep. Woke up around like 10, 11, 1, 2, just kept on going back to sleep. I've been like a very avoidant personality. Because if I can't feel, then I can't feel hurt. And I've just kind of pushed a lot of emotion down. And that's kind of what I was coming to the other night. And with this new part of my life, I have to be able to release everything that does not serve me. And unfortunately, in order to release trauma, you have to feel it, which fucking sucks because I was genuinely delusional. I was like, I can go like this my whole life, but then I'm like, if I go like this my whole life, I will never grow. And I was getting tired of my old way of living. Like, it is not cute, nor is it fun to just be like on edge all the time. And one day, something in me just snapped. It's like, everything must fucking go. Like, everything that's not meant for me, everything has to go. And that also means taking accountability for my own toxic patterns. Like I do not give myself time to sleep sometimes. And sometimes I genuinely can't, but if I am feeling tired, I need to ride that wave. Otherwise, I might not sleep. Plus, I should develop a better nighttime routine anyways. But I had taken a bath last night and that helped relax me some. And I was laying in bed trying to figure out what I was gonna do because I wanted to like maybe make more jewelry or something. So that's what I had done earlier in the day whenever I was grounding. I was doing some grounding, eating some avocado toast, making some jewelry, doing some writing, some reading, just kind of disconnecting from the virtual world a little bit. Sorry, that was a little difficult for me to say with my speech impediment coming out. But I was like, I had ate and I was laying in bed. I was like, okay, what can I watch? And I haven't been watching a lot of TV and nothing was catching my attention. Didn't want to watch any more TikToks. And I was just like kind of falling asleep with my lights on, and I would wake up. I'm like, okay, I honestly need to just turn off the lights, go to bed. And I'm really glad I did that because now I can show up today and not feel like an absolute zombie or feel like I'm gonna lose my mind, and be out of touch with reality. Because when you're trying to quiet the noise, that also includes like quieting the noise of like content and not seeking that out. Like, I do think listening to sound frequencies does help and everything, but in order to create the kind of art I want to be able to create, I need to sit with myself, and be completely alone and have silence. And that's something, especially with the ADHD, I felt like I was kind of incapable of. Look at my little nub of a brush. This is so funny. But it works. Um, but yeah, so I did the chakra balancing and then I went to my favorite coffee shop, got a couple cans because I don't go out there too often anymore. It's a little farther out for me. And then I wanted to go and like do some grounding, but I was like, I don't know where to go. Like, should I go to a park? And I was like, I am making this way too complicated for myself. I need to just go in my fucking backyard, which isn't not it's not much of a backyard, but I have like a little seating area and I just sat there, took some of my stuff out and just chilled out there for hours, honestly. Obviously, I've been trying to heal my sacral, so like my womb area, and I've been trying to eat plenty of orange stuff and wear orange. So I was wire wrapping some citrine and putting it on like a gold chain. Maybe later on, whenever I get home from work, if I make another video, then I will kind of show what I had done. Maybe I'll like complete the other piece I was working on. But I wire wrapped a citrine stone and I was making a necklace for it, which I still need to put the clasp on it, but I didn't have that in the box. I had brought with all my jewelry stuff. Well, not all of my jewelry stuff, but like some of my jewelry stuff, because all of it would have been way too much to carry outside. But I was doing that. And in between, whenever I'd get something that hit my head, like as far as like a line for like maybe a song or something, I would jot it down, and that was very helpful because I can't just like sit and make myself think of things, but like whenever things come to me, wow, I can't speak. I will write them down now. Look at my little two-fish dragon, Space Reader 3000. Oh, that rhymed. Holy shit, I've been yapping. I realize I don't have that much time, so I'm gonna finish some of the other details off camera. Um, but I'm gonna do a little bit of glitter right here, and then I'm gonna add my inner corner and then put on mascara. Morphe is so wrong for making 24A Artist Pass a limited edition palette. Like that thing is my favorite palette ever. Like I have multiple colors on from that palette, and I probably shouldn't even be using it anymore because I've had it for so long, but like it's so good. But I've honestly ran out of time, but here's the final makeup look. I thought about doing lashes, but obviously no time. Might put them on later, but most likely not. But I will talk to you guys later. I might record something because I do want to show my jewelry and then what I can pull from the Oracle deck, even though I have not done that yet today. But anyways, bye!